Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll roll him out right. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Winston, and that is incomplete.
Winston's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
At the 45.
On first down, it's Gibson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Antonio Gibson.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Midfield. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Good.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
At the 12-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good move. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The quick slant caught. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten to the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3.
To throw again on second down. Winston over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and 9. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
A 50-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out? and giving the ball back to their offense.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now he's going to use his legs. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the gun, Winston. A very quick pass to Ridley. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, Winston. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This one caught by Ridley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The first down throw for Winston. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. To the air again with Winston. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 2. They'll throw again. Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. First and goal at the Jameis again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that in for a fight as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Cleveland Browns. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action on the move to his left. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Game offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Winston. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down.
Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to draw. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 6 yards.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and check.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jameis Winston. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Eluding the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Derwin James.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, it's Gibson, and this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. The Colts on third down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. The open man is Smith. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Yards to go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and 6. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
He may try and run for this. And it's caught. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision.
Don't you do that.
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Winston sacked.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Number 28.
He'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it would have been a long one, but that was the spot that they put themselves in, Charles, forcing him to try from long distance, and he comes up empty.
And you know what happens oftentimes when you're trying to kick a little bit beyond your range, you overkick it, right? Don't get all of it. In this situation, they cannot point fingers at him. They've got to go back and examine their play calls, how they tried to traverse the ball down the field, and why they didn't get bigger chunks of yardage in order to set up a field goal that was much more manageable.
Yeah, because 5 to 10 yards there could have made a world of difference. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises.